Hi, my name is Trez Ibrahim, founder of Life Mastery Solution, and I wanted to share with you some things that have come up recently. I work with women who are ready to play a much bigger game in life. Now, inevitably, somebody who comes to me wanting to play a much bigger game, wanting to step into their greatness, knowing that they're called to be more and to do more and to have more, they've been in personal development for a while. They've read all the books, they've gone to all the workshops, they've had coaches prior to me, and somehow there's still something else for them. And inevitably, what happens is I get the question of, Trez, how do I know I'm evolving? How do I know I'm growing? How do I know that everything I've been doing is working? Because here's the thing. The top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. So wherever you're growing, especially if you're on a path to be your greatest, you are growing, which means you're constantly evolving, which means you're going to get to the top of a mountain. And that top, that pinnacle, that peak becomes the bottom of the next. So you're always growing, you're always becoming more. And inevitably, there's a time where you think, am I just working for nothing? Have I really progressed? Now, one thing is always look back at your achievements and always reflect at where you've come from. That helps you to know that you're still on a path and that you're still on a great path and that you've made some strides. But there are really 4 steps to evolution that I want to share with you. Now, the first step of evolution, and this is kind of the bottom, this is the base of the mountain. This is where you're starting off at life. This is a new path. So the first stage in the evolutionary process is where you constantly are looking around and asking, why me? This is the victim stage. This is, why is this happening to me? And you look for reasons. You look for reasons all around you. It's the economy, it's my husband, it's my wife, it's my children, it's my job, it's my employer. That's why I can't get ahead, because he doesn't like me. Or it's the traffic. The traffic's always bad, that's why I'm late. Or it's the president, or whatever it is we're always looking for a reason why we can't have, be, or do something. We're always looking for, we're always blaming other people. So if you're constantly asking yourself, why me? Or you hear somebody asking, why me? Why is this always happening to me? Why is this happening to me again? Then that person or you are stuck in the victim stage. Now, in order to pull out of the victim stage, because it's a very disempowering stage, if you're constantly looking for reasons outside of yourself why you are stuck, then there's no power. There's no power that you have within you to create something different. You're always going to be a victim. You're always looking for something to change in order for you to make the money you want, or in order for you to change the state of your relationship, or in order for you to live in the home you want, or have the career or the job, or step into whatever it is you're meant to be doing. You're always looking for something outside of you to change in order for you to get what you want. Now, the probability of that happening is very slim, because you can't control things outside of you. If I'm waiting for you to change in order for me to be happy, then I could be waiting for a very long time, because I have no power over you. Unless I had a remote control that can control the whole world, there's nothing I can do about your behavior, about the economy, about whatever it is, in order to change. Now, once we get tired, because it becomes very disempowering and very tiring to be in that victim stage and always asking why me, and always feeling stuck and imprisoned, because it is like a prison. You're caged in your own experience, in your own life. Then we start to figure out, where does the power come from? And then we step into the next stage of evolution, which is by me. This is where you understand the power comes from you. Whatever it is you want to create, you can go out and make it happen. You have power over your ability to change situations, change circumstances, change your behavior, change your attitude, change what you're attracting. And it's a power that you have within you to create everything that you want to create. So the second stage is really about by me. Everything happens by me. If I want to create a different type of a relationship, then what do I need to bring in order to have that relationship shift? If I want to make more money, what power do I have in order to make that happen? If I want to change homes or my home situation? What do I have within my control in order to make things happen? If I want to show up on time, how much earlier do I need to leave in order to make that happen? So it's a very empowering stage, is where you step into the power is within you to make a difference, to make a change, to do something different. Because once you do something different, then you can create a different result. And it even is a shift in your mindset can attract a different result. So there's a very empowering stage where you understand that the power is within you. You can do something different. You can be or show up as something different in order to create something different. Now, it's a very powering stage, but it's not the end game. Like I said, there's 4 steps. So a more because what happens is when you start to understand how powerful you are, what happens is you start to go to the extreme where you start to control everything, and you attempt to control everything. We have no control over everything. And so understanding that you can bring 100% of who you are in order to create the results, but at some point, once you've done everything that you can, and you can with full integrity know that you've brought everything to the table, to the situation, then at some point you have to understand that things are going to happen through you. So there's not an attachment to the results. So the next stage you step into is when you realize you've done everything you can, and not everything is going to go the way you had planned. And when you understand that there's power in non-attachment, you've stepped into the 3rd stage. The 3rd stage is through me. You understand that things are happening through you. So you may have done everything you possibly can to build a business, to sustain a business, and to grow a business. And then something may happen in order that causes your business to shut down. And you can say with full integrity that you've done everything you can. Then you understand that's something that happened through you. And there's a power of stepping back and letting go and trusting and surrendering to the situation, to the circumstances, to the people. You may have done everything you can to save a marriage, and ultimately that person leaves you. And being able to sit with yourself and know you did everything you can, and now you're willing to surrender. So that's the stage where you understand the power of things happening through you, that it's beyond what you can control. That's where the miracles happen. That's where one door closes and you have multiple doors open up. That's when you can look back at your life and realize, when that person left me, when this business shut down, when I got laid off, that was the best thing that happened to me. Now, hindsight's 20/20. We can look back and appreciate that. But when you really step into the power of living life as things are happening through you, then you don't even go into a place of anxiety or worry or depression or all those feelings that come up when our ground gets shaken up underneath us. And so when we really understand the power of surrendering and non-attachment, we've owned that third level, which is things happening through you. And once you surpass that level of things happening through you, get to the 4th stage of evolution. The 4th stage of evolution is where you really step into the power of life happening as you. You understand that there is a power and a force and an energy that is you. So as you go through your life, as you go through your day, as you go through your life, you are fully aligned. You are fully aligned to your purpose. You are fully aligned to your passion. You are fully aligned to your power. You're fully aligned to what you are meant to be doing in this moment. What power you have in this moment, what you can create in this moment. And you put 100% of yourself into every moment. And that includes developing a relationship, developing a business, working with your hands and creating something, whatever it is, because there's a power and a force that is working as you. You are the life. You are the light. You are the force. You are the universe. You are that power that falls through you. Now, one of the things that happens is as we flow through these 4 stages of evolution, it's not a level. It's not a, let me get to the 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level. We're constantly going back and forth. We're constantly dancing up and down these levels. But it's the awareness that empowers us to really step into the power that we have in life. It's that awareness, that consciousness that allows us to choose which level we want to be in the moment. And so there are times where we're going to feel like victims. You know, when I get a bad hair day, you know, I'm like, why me? Why today? You know, why when I want to do something, my hair is not cooperating? And I know it's a horrible example, but I do have a lot to do with my hair. But there are times where we're going to be victims, or we're going to feel like victims. And the real gift is knowing how long are you willing to sit there, and do you have choices? Which means it's okay to be a victim for a minute, a couple of minutes, as long as we know we have choices, because choices is the same as power. When we have an ability to choose a different experience, that's where real power, empowerment comes from. It's not about being at the top of the mountain and living there. Nobody lives there. We are meant to be growing. We are meant to be dealing with situations. We are meant to be faced with challenges, because challenges is what grows us inside and outside. So there's never a peak. There's never the top of the mountain. There's never a I've arrived. And I think the day you feel like you've arrived is really the last day you need to be on this planet, because I really feel that we are meant to constantly be evolving and growing. So I hope this has served you. I hope this has helped you. And I encourage you, and I challenge you, and I invite you to really ask yourself, as you're going through your day, what level am I in right now? Am I a victim? Am I saying why me, or asking why me? Am I empowered? Am I saying this happens by me? This is going to happen because of the actions I take. Am I stepping into a place of I've done everything that I could, and now I'm allowing things to happen through me? Or am I just showing up and being 100% present and living life as me, and allowing life to flow as me? So thank you very much. Again, this is Trez Ibrahim from Life Mastery Solution. I invite you to please share this if you enjoyed it. Please comment below. Let us know your thoughts, your feelings, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.